to him. Plans to win, pretty simple. Dowdadeka, now that was an interesting interview because he starts alongside him and he said, I'm going to get to the inside. Mechanic said the same thing. All Austrian facts, by the way, but we aren't all Austrian here. People all from around us. We heard Rito Kamata from Asia saying a few words there in his own language, and good to speak to young Rito. Third on the grid, Alberto Herdado Gonzalez. Always good to speak to him too on the grid. Likewise, looking forward, just wants to win. I think all these drivers, no matter where they're starting, just want to try and win this one. Row 3, Leon Zelenko and Oscar Wirtz. As you can see on your screen, we're currently on row 3. Shota Fuji and Adam Hideg Zai, row 4. Herak Nadal and David Lackner, row 5. Edgar Pilagov and Nando Weichselbaumer are row 6. Daniel Krautz and Danny Shields. We spoke to Danny Shields, enjoying the experience so far, wants to try and move forward. He's starting on the outside of row 7. In terms of language, that was completely the easiest one, as he's from the UK, but it was good. We managed to speak to drivers from all round, which is good, and Danny Shields on the outside of row 7. Simon Hegley and Kola Ordaz Gervasio on row 8. Piotr Borisic and Sondre Norheim. Sondre saying, enjoying the experience, wants to try and move forward and make that final. Right, here we go for the first race. Menard leading us across the line. Oh, not the best start for Dowdadeka, but he has done what he planned to do. And he's got to the inside, and we've had a spin. The number 41 there, having a bit of a spin. That was David Lackner, I believe. Are we all going to get through the chicane safely? We are. So David Lackner not getting the best of starts. Oh, now I saw a yellow flag out there, but we are away in racing. Number 27, Menard Klotz are leading the way as they head down towards the left-hander. Out the left-hander they come, and Menard already got a bit of a lead here as they make their way now down to the chicane. Oh, and a bit of defending going on there as they make their way now up towards the last corner. Through the last chicane they go. Menard Klotz, perfect start for him. He has got a pretty handy lead as they go across the line. And it is Shota Fuji, who we spoke to on the grid, in second place. Third is Dowdadeka. So initially not a great start for Dowdadeka, but now up into third place. Fourth place, Alberto Hurtado Gonzalez. Oh, and Dadeka having to do a bit of defending there. Leon Zelenko is in fifth place. Down towards the infield chicane. Through there they go, right, left, and then into this long sweeping left-hander, an overtaking opportunity as well. Herak Nadal, Rito Kamata in the top 10 as well. Shota Fuji, my apologies, we didn't get to speak to him on the grid, but hopefully we will do throughout the weekend. He is doing he's up into third place now. It's just been passed by Dowdadeka, so Dowdadeka not the best start, but he's on his way now to the back of Menard Klotz as they head through to start what is now the third lap. Only 8 laps to go, and we got a good battle for the lead about to go on. So let's try and run through the third reel before we see any more overtakes. So it's Klotz, Dadeka, Gonzalez, Fuji, Zelenko, Kamata, Nadal. It's Adam Hideg, 6i, Daniel Krautz, Oscar Wirtz, Simon Hegley is next along. Then it's Kola Ordaz Gervasio, Danny Shields, Edgar and Pilagov, Nando Weichselbaumer. Sondre Norheim's made a couple of places. We spoke to him on the grid. He's up to 16th place. Then it's David Lackner who had that spin. Now Lackner only 5 seconds behind the leader, so already recovering well. The number 41 actually started on the outside of row 5, so we look for Lackner trying to recover. Then it's Piotr Borisic. Right, we start lap number 4 now, and Dowdadeka there in the number 10 is right on the back of our race leader, and he's brought with him Alberto Hurtado Gonzalez. Through the chicane, up towards the right-hander. This an overtaking opportunity. Dowdadeka not going through that time. Right. Oh, and someone going off now. That was 5th place driver. I think that was actually Leon Zelenko or Rito Kamata who went off. I think it was Zelenko as they head through the left-hander. Certainly weren't Shota Fuji in the number 36. But in the end, safely through. We've had a change for 11. Oscar Wirtz. Oscar Wirtz is up to 9th place, by the way. Kola Ordaz Gervasio is up to 11th as they go through the first corner. Douda Decker now right with the race leader. Halfway through this race already. This is lap number 5. We've completed 4 of 8. Up towards the right-hander they go. And Danny Shields on the move as well. Just seen him make a move for 12th place. And also David Lackner making more places. He is now up to 15th place. So David Lackner, perhaps the one to watch. Good shot there from the cameraman, just letting everyone filter through. But look at the 2 leaders. These are the ones to watch out for as they go through the right-hander. Up towards the last corner. Are we about to see a change between these 2? They go right, left. Oh, and someone into the pits there. Now, was that a penalty being awarded? Because Alberto Hurtado Gonzalez has come into pit lane. So, well, he was in 3rd place, but Alberto now into the pits. What a shame that is. As they sweep through the right-hander. Now down the long twisty straight through to the long left hand. Now Douda Decker, from my experience of Micromax racing, will want to wait here until the last lap. Then that's when it is on. So Menard Krozel will know he doesn't really need to defend until then. Douda Decker, if you're wondering why he hasn't passed yet, he's got to be careful of Shota Fuji behind, because Shota's only within a second. So they don't want to battle too early, otherwise it will allow... Look, and Fuji is actually being caught here by the likes of Zelenko, Rito Kamata, Eric Nadal, Oscar Wirtz on the move once again. He's now up to 7th place, as you can see, passing the number 43 there. Danny Shields up to 10th place, going along very well as young Danny Shields for Brown Racing. David Lackner also on the move, now up to 13th place. Oh, and there we go. Just saw a driver looking over the shoulder there. There's our 2 leaders. But look at this battle for 3rd. There they go through the left-hander. Oh, and that's a move there by, I think they were number 43. So Oscar Wirtz being repassed there as they went through the left-hander. Oh, and they're still side by side. Here they come. The number 31 now leading the way. So Oscar Wirtz back in front as the 2 leaders make their way on to the start-finish straight for what is the last lap. So hopefully now we stay with the 2 leaders. Douda Decker has followed Menard Krozel, and is he about to pass him? He's followed him for about 6 of the 8 laps now. Douda Decker knows where he's quicker, knows where to overtake. Look, jumping in the seat, trying to get a little bit of a run. Douda Decker not the best run through the chicane there. And Menard Krozel, who start from pole position, just looking over his shoulder. Oh, I've seen Shota Fuji's lost a couple of places. Leon Zelenko, there's Leon Zelenko 3rd. And look at 4th place. There we go, number 35. Rito Kamata, who we spoke to on the grid, now 4th. As the 2 leaders make their way up towards the last corner. Are we going to see a pass in the chicane? Douda Decker, is he going to try? He can't, so the first win of the weekend is going to go to Menard Krozel. 2nd place goes to Douda Decker, and that's what it means to win. Menard Krozel gets his weekend off to the best possible start in racing terms. Menard Krozel takes the win. We spoke to him on the grid. Menard Krozel, that's pretty much what he said, as well as saying a couple of messages to his family and friends back home. Now, Douda Decker his plan of getting to the inside perhaps didn't work the way he wanted it to. He sacrificed a few places, but did that knowing he could make them back up again. And I think Douda Decker will be satisfied with that 2nd place. Some people might say, well, why didn't he try the pass? Well, is it worth risking that on the very first heat? Perhaps not. There's only one prize at the end, and you want to give yourself a chance. So perhaps a good, safe race there from Douda Decker. 3rd place went to Leon Zelenko, who started 5th on the grid. Shota Fuji finished in 4th place. Rito Kamata finished in 5th place. There's confirmation. Oh, well, in fact, my apologies. Rito Kamata being shown as 4th. Shota Fuji being shown as 5th. Herak Nadal finished in 6th place. And then it was Adam Hideg, 6i. Daniel Krautz next along. So I'm just gonna bear with me a sec. Oh well, just missed the